Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. We're drying out here, so it might be a little windy, it might have a little feedback. But basically I wanted to get here and talk a little bit, content warning, phobias. I wanted to get on here and talk about that with y'all. Arachnophobia, the fear of spiders. Let's talk about that. Why in the world has the human body created this ability to have a fear of spiders? Well, it comes from a video I made earlier about the eukaryotic and prokaryotic, don't quote me on that one, okay, now the pronunciation a little off, y'all, cells. So we all have fly DNA in us. And so because of that ability to create life from bacterial, environmental factors and variables, we're able to understand that as humans we also understand the world through a lens of trash and through a lens of who can make what types of trash, okay, because that is the environmental credit or currency we all use to give to the universe and multiverse, right? Stuff, just simply. So working with spiders, or the idea of shout out Anansi, or spiders, arachnophobia, Itzy's in the room. You have to understand that spiders are like dragonflies, natural, environmental, evolutionary, like cleaners. They don't actually eat humans. So there's that. And pretty much, spiders are pretty much nature's way of just, you have to understand that everything has to have a balance, or a push and pull, check and balances is what our Constitution uses as a framework for analysis. So we can borrow that from time to time. But the ideology is understood that in life we have, in biology and environmental studies, you talk about, a natural cycle in life, and as animals we have a kingdom, and with that animal kingdom comes the evolutionary adaptability of consumption. So the ability to consume an abundance, or not even an abundance but an overgrowth, evolutionarily is seen as sustainable. So we have creatures that consume each other. For example, one type of species may produce offspring at a level that another species may not produce offspring, and so they're natural competitors because of just their natural life cycle. Okay, so just like the snake and the mice, mice have lots of babies, snakes don't have that many babies, you know what I mean? So you just have to be understanding that spiders eat things that naturally are sickly. There are spiders that hunt, so I can't say that, but those hunting spiders usually, again, only eat the organisms that are a little sickly, or something that they usually environmentally have seen as, like, not necessarily even vulnerable but consumable. So with that ideology, you have to understand that consumption is just a part of our natural world, and that there is a process to our environment, and accepting and learning more about that process is something that is holistic. And just being aware that spiders are real. There are people who work with spider energy, and it's nothing to be afraid of. Arachnophobia is a real thing, and it's not something that you have to be, cognizant of. Spiders aren't gonna just walk up to you and bite your ass. They usually have a reason and rationale for it that doesn't usually involve violence of that kind of nature. So so it is what it is. So yes, there are hunting spiders. They bury themselves in dirt, and then they hop and they catch birdies and they eat them. Usually those birdies are more on the ground. Why would a bird be on the ground in the first place, kind of analogy. So what is that? You got wings, girl. Fly.